Hello YouTube. I haven't made one of these everyday investor videos in a while, but because there hasn't really been a lot going on up until this week and or this month really, and I finally found a hot stock. So as you know, or if you've seen my previous videos, I invest primarily, or my biggest positions are in the medical marijuana field, and then I'm getting into the emerging electric vehicle field. So last month I was researching some new possible plays in the EV space, and I came across this company called American Manganese, and that's the chart you see up right now. This is the daily chart. They are a manganese producer, which is needed in EV batteries, and they've kind of transitioned into a tech company where they got a process where they can extract all of the source metals from lithium-ion batteries. And they got a patent pending on this process. So after reading about this company and then trying to look into what the competitors are out there, and there's a lot of battery recycling firms that will scrap a battery and just basically shred it. Well, this company's different, whereas they're actually, through their own proprietary process, being able to recover the cathodes. I do believe it's the cathodes, all the cathode material, and then that material can instantly be reused to make new lithium-ion batteries. So I jumped into this stock right here at 16.5 cents. Just dabbled. I bought 1,800 shares. And then 2 days ago, they released an article saying that they had their first successful trial of their proprietary process, and they created 4 different types of lithium-ion batteries using their process. And right at the end of the day, right there, this stock just went boom and shot up and was up 23% on the day. So I didn't have any cash or anything sitting around to move some money around to get into this stock, so I moved money around that night after the market had closed. And my goal was to get in. I think it closed at 19 cents. And my goal was to get in first thing in the morning. So I got the money moved around that night, got it into my brokerage account, and then set a limit order in at. I assumed it would drop a little bit. People would sell off a little bit on the news, so I set a limit order in at 17 cents. Well, obviously that was very, very, very not the way the stock had planned to go, and it gapped up and opened at 20.5 cents, and then Friday it jumped all the way up to 25 cents before leveling off right at this 23.5, which is where I got in. I tried to watch it. I tried to set a limit at 20 cents, and hopefully and it never came down. My best possible bet, the only place I could have got in was at, I think, 22.5 cents was the lowest it hit during the day before ending at 23.5. Now, so obviously the article came out that day, people piled in, and then that next morning, I think we had 2.5 million volume yesterday. People piled in, people started selling, buying, and so I loaded up. I got 4,000 shares. I think this company is going to be a massive winner. It's a Canadian company. One of the big issues with the EV metals is that, like, specifically cobalt, which I'm also heavily invested in, it comes from unethical sources. Primarily cobalt comes from the Congo. 60% of the world's production comes from the Congo, and there's issues there with child labor and unethical conditions for workers. So, like, Elon Musk has publicly stated that he wants to source his cobalt for all of his factories from ethical sources. Well, where are you going to get it right now? There's very limited amounts of cobalt coming from North America and ethical sources. It's the Congo and China, and then basically all the other volumes of the rest of the world are piddly. So this is a good play. This company is going to be able to extract cobalt from recycled batteries, and then source that cobalt either out to other production companies or to use their own processes and build batteries. I don't think they're looking to become a battery builder. I think they're looking to license this process to people like the Teslas and the other big electronic vehicle production companies. So this is only day 2, and I'm assuming this, or I'm not assuming, I'm hoping this is going to be a nice big rally up. So I'm about 6,000 shares in right now. And this company's an AMY in Canada. It's AMI in the United States. It's called American Manganese. They're based out of BC in Canada. So that was the best news of the week. Second best news is that Katanga, my straight cobalt mining company, based out of the Congo, the world's largest proven reserves of cobalt. The mine is still closed to start this quarter. It also decided to take off too. And I knew this was going to happen. It had a nice big rally from basically 0 up to 80 cents, and then just stagnated through July and August, which is kind of like the holiday period for investors. And then just over the last, was it 2 days? Oh no, 4 days. Straight gains in 4 days, right up to $1. And there's massive resistance at $1, but it will break through. It broke through a little bit, $1.01. So I really wish I would have piled way more money into this one back here at 45 cents when I first found it, because this is also going to be a winner. As you can see, back when they opened, the stock has languished in $14-15 range for a few years before issues and the mine closing, but then finally Glencore bought them, or not bought them, but they're the majority stakeholders as of I think January this year, and then this stock is starting to take off. So American Manganese and Katanga, they're going to do fantastic for me. I went from basically having a even portfolio to I'm up 7% on the year within 2 days. Aurora is also starting to rally. Their earnings are predicted to come out at the end of the month or next month. But you can see over the last, what is that, another 4 days of rallying, they're going to take off. I've got 356 shares of Aurora, not a whole bunch, as you know, I only got what I can spare thrown into stocks, but I try to throw in everything I can spare, as everyone should. Afria, another big medical marijuana company, it's also starting to rally. Legislation's coming up July 1st of next year in Canada, or legalization for recreational use. I wish I could pile so much money into these 4 stocks: Afria on the screen, Aurora on the screen, Katanga on the screen, and American Manganese on the screen. They don't pay a dividend, but they are, I feel, and this is just my opinion, I am not an investment advisor, I'm not a financial guru, I'm just an everyday investor. I think these stocks are going to be massive, massive winners. So yeah, everything's in the green. And I'm just over the moon with this American Manganese. Research pays off. I try to, at work, when everybody's at lunch and they're socializing, I'm spending that hour at work researching stock investment opportunities. And I found this one, and then it's going to be a winner. It's already a winner for me. So yeah, hard work pays off. Don't listen to any of the people out there telling you what to buy. I know I follow Seeking Alpha, and they try to give you their tips, but usually they give you a stock that's $50 a share. And if you're like me, you don't have that kind of money. You're looking to put your money into something that's going to make you money quicker, but you're going to have to go out and find those opportunities. Or you can subscribe to my channel and I'll find those opportunities for you if you trust me, which I wouldn't. I am just an everyday guy, regular Joe. But I do take this seriously, and I'm learning. I'm teaching myself how to do this. I've made my mistakes, and you will too. Anyways, guys, if you have any questions, comment below, and please subscribe, and I will keep you abreast on my portfolio, my journey, and what's going on in my space. Anyways, thanks, guys. Take care.